EMFs. That's funny.
Yes, sir. We're here with Najee Janey.
You can hear me?
Yeah, as long as the... Yeah.
Alright, bet. I'm gonna try not to move a lot.
No, you good. It'll
No, but
pick up.
the material.
I feel you. Yeah. You can relax, though. If you... He said...
Too conscious.
No, I'm not. Nigga.
But yeah, just performed 2 great songs with us, Head to the Sky and... What was the other one?
Head to the Sky and Don't Act Surprised.
Don't Act Surprised.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Don't be surprised when you hear that live performance is fire.
Yeah, or at the greatness. Don't be surprised.
Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of the greatness, you've been at this music stuff for a long time.
Yeah, man.
I heard a story about you, about how you were in high school recording, putting a whole bunch of hours at the Boys and Girls Club, and I thought that was significant.
Yes.
So to start off, you could just tell us about that grind.
Oh man, I really cherish those days of having so much motivation to succeed in at the time a newfound love, that I made sure my routine was, I got out at 1:40, I would take the bus or either walk to the Boys and Girls Club, the Yaki Boys and Girls Club in Roxbury, and from like 1:40 to 2, I'm settling in. Then at 2, I would go into the studio. From like 2:30 to 4:30, I'm picking beats and writing to the beats. And my mom got off at 4:30, and she worked like very close to the club. So I would have to plead to her until she just understood that I'm actually just recording.
Yeah.
And then from 4:30 to 6, like I'm finalizing the recording and shit. And I picked that shit up, and it wasn't until my first show at the Boys and Girls Club, my first performance ever, where I saw both of my parents in the same room, and they were divorced. And I was like, whoa, my music brought them in the room, and I hadn't seen them in a room together in so long. So I'm like, all right, if this could bring my parents in the same room, even if they ain't talking, imagine what it could do to the world, or like impact wise.
Yeah.
So shout out to the Boys and Girls Club, the Yaki Boys and Girls Club, because they really set the foundation for me. And fun fact, I don't know if y'all hip, but Nick Hakim, have you ever heard of Nick Hakim?
I don't think so.
Nick Hakim is a legend. He's a very successful touring artist right now. Look him up. He like do R&B. So you know the song Ab-Soul Gotta Do Better?
Yeah.
The sample, how's the sample? Gotta do better. The sample of the vocal that's playing is from a Nick Hakim song.
Okay.
Like Nick Hakim, Green Eyes. That's a fire record. But he was recording me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and he back when he was like a Berkeley intern.
Okay.
And I mean, he graduated from Berkeley. He was an intern through an intern like partnership with Berkeley, and he recorded me. And then years later, he blew up, started getting crazy, doing crazy shit, crazy shows and all that. So shout out to Nick Hakim as well.
That's dope. That's crazy.
Yeah,
That's dope that you were able to, at a young age, lock in so early and treat it like a real profession, since you wanted it to be a profession.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
a lot of adults that are pursuing music don't see like what it takes and are able to do that. So
yeah, man. I realized that at the time, everyone around me, this is when the dancing ages was popping. Everybody had a new dance, whether it was jerking, it was crump, whether it was like dance was
Cat Daddy.
Yeah, the Cat Daddy, all of that. And it's not that I can't do any of these dances, but I didn't have that much motivation to go downtown, pull up downtown and have a dance battle where everybody's dug in or doing the jerk dance that was jerking squads and all that. So I didn't. So I'm like, I need to find something that I'm really, really at peace with, but I can also feed my soul and my spirit. And like a couple random interviews on YouTube, like I was reminded of what is it that you're always thinking about and it was always music. Like
Yeah.
I've always was in that realm of creating, like even as a youngin. So
Yeah.
yeah, man.
That's what's up. So your project Break Free.
hmm
Let's start off with the name. Where did that name Break Free come from?
It really came from me and my manager, just thinking of ways that we can showcase uniqueness and something that's not like ubiquitous from the Najee Janey style, something you wouldn't expect. And we felt like outside of breaking free from that mold, let's just center the symbolism behind this piece of work as a breaking free process, where just off of the title, break free, that's self-explanatory. You say that enough, you'll break free. You can break free subconsciously from anything. So yeah, we just wanted to be profound and simple, and highlight certain musical records that not only, I wouldn't say was left wing, but it was like, oh, I didn't even know he could do this.
Yeah.
Like, so it's like a whole layer of what you thought was what a Najee Janey listener would entail or intake. Like, you're not even that. You don't even know who you are listening to my shit, really. So I'm just breaking free from myself, breaking free from bad habits, things I know don't serve my purpose anymore, and we felt it was the right move to title the project as that.
That's fitting though. It is the sequencing of it. Like, you do feel that there's a lot of different flows and styles in there. Like, it goes from some bars to some funk to some like more melodic R&B, but it all flows together real nicely.
Yeah, man, I appreciate that, bro.
Yeah. How'd you come up with that sequencing?
The sequencing of how the songs came together.
Yeah.
Like, what's the
Like
order?
The order of the project.
Again, me and my manager, and just going back and forth on what sounded the best. She's really keen on ambiance and feeling. How do these things feel?
Okay.
When it's adjacent to each other, audio wise. And she's really good with details. So like, we just went back and forth. I would come up with a order. She has her own order, and you know what I'm saying, we meet in the middle. And went about it that way. Yeah.
There definitely is a good feel to it. And it's ironic that on the little, like, the intercom, the plain intercom,
like,
kick back, light something up.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I did.
Right.
To it.
I'm so happy you did that, bro, because that's really, we wanted people to feel this journey of breaking free. Fuck the music. Like, we want you to break free from these facades, like the doors that we keep, the loops. Like, take a second, for yourself, break free from that, and listen to this when you're on the other side. Like, that's the true motive behind that shit. And the fact that it's a story, man. There's a beginning, middle, and end, and it came together in a way where you can sit back and chill and light up and or whatever, even if you don't smoke. It's that kind of experience.
And then I like all the skits that you have in there too. They flow nicely in there too.
Thank you, bro.
It's
we recorded the skits at the Sound Lab. Shout out to the Sound Lab in Brockton. Devo the Genius recorded me. Shout out to my man Forte 1804, who was a part of the interludes. Empress, my manager, she was also part of the interludes. She was the woman speaking on the intercom in the Bayesian accent. And then shout out to the Serafina. I blinked. Like, my fault. Serafina, we love you. Shout out to you, Serafina. She from St. Lucie, man. She's fine. She also was speaking in the first interlude of the record. So yeah, man. Shout out to my fam, man. I love y'all, man.
Really made that come together.
Yeah.
So what made you want to go direct to consumer with this?
Well, I've always wanted to have a world of my own where people can just get all my stuff. But it really was this artist by the name of LaRussell who was already on that type of time, and he I guess he was like he's one of the ambassadors for them, or
Oh, is he?
I don't. He like really helped that platform blow up.
Yeah.
But I didn't get hip to even that biz till him. So he really put me on. I love his music and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And they were bringing up facts on how streaming is. Yes, you get paid from streams, but Snoop Dogg got like $1 billion stream song, and he got, I think he said it's like 35,000 for that, for $1 billion stream song. Like, where the fuck is the other shit?
Yeah.
Where is the whole other pie? Why? What is going on? Why
Right.
why do I have to get 1 million streams to get $10,000?
Yeah.
There's something's off.
Right, like
And
how much is a stream?
yeah,
at this
like we
point?
gotta work way harder than that. And I'm like, nah, I want to work smarter.
Yeah.
I want to work smarter. So I feel like the direct to consumer is a way for artists to work smarter and have the time to make the product, put it up, sell it directly to the consumer at a price that they feel the art is valued, and it gives the artist time to keep creating and continuously make more experiences for the consumer to enjoy. And you're not chasing that. Like the only thing you're working towards is just how many people can you convert? How many people can you make believe and feel what it is that you're saying? And as long as I'm being myself, it's gonna happen naturally.
For sure.
So
When did you become so entrepreneurial? Because I like even looking at your Instagram, like since I followed you, the services that you offer or in your bio, I'm like, oh, he be working, like, and then you have other business ventures too. If you want to talk about those,
Yeah,
when
man,
did you develop that spirit?
well, I come from an entrepreneurial family. My grandfather, like, was an entrepreneur. My uncle's an entrepreneur. My pops is a creative. Like, we come from that entrepreneurial spirit. And so it really sparked off for me when I dropped out of college, because I was like, I want to do music, nothing else. This is what I'm gonna do.
How long were you in college for?
A year.
Okay.
A year. And from that, so I graduated high school 2014. So 2014 we go into college in September. Till 2015 I'm out. Then it wasn't really aligned with my parents at the time, so I was like, all right, I love it this much that if I gotta be by myself and till y'all believe, I'm gonna do that. So went through the whole era of sleeping on the couches, sleeping with the other cousins. Shout out to my cousin Milk, because he had the same situation with his parents. He dropped out of school because that's all he wanted to do, so we gotta sneak and sleep on the first floor, like, while they upstairs on the third floor at my cousin's house. Then my other cousin, who we all formed Most High Kingdom together, same boat we got. And then we ended up getting our first management deal together, which was our introduction to the industry. So since like 2015, 2016, like that's when we got our feet wet. Then my first like music check from writing as a songwriter for Sebastian Michael happened in 2018. And at the time he was with Slip and Slide Records and Atlantic. And Slip and Slide, that's with Trick Daddy, Plies, Rick Ross, Trina. Those legends was there at, and he was like their R&B act. He got records with Wale and all that. So my first music check showed me, like, all I did was write 5 verses and I got 5,000. Like, come on, man, let me. This is it right here. And that was 2018. So that really sparked the mindset of, okay, if I can just lock in on my craft, lock in on what I'm best at, it can make a living for myself. So
Yeah.
I just kept the routine and consistency that I developed going to the Boys and Girls Club, and I told myself, like, after I saw that Tupac movie with, you know how Biggie had his movie, and then Tupac had his, and they said by the age of 25 he had like 500 and over 500 songs. By the time he was 25, unreleased or something like that. Whatever year that was, I was like, okay, so I'm gonna make 100 songs a year. So I have records now from 2016 to 2017 till now of like 100 records a year or more. Except for 2016 and 2017, and yeah, that's a lot of records, but like it helped me develop my passion for writing even more, which later turned to me writing for other artists as a bag, doing voiceovers, writing theme songs, writing records specifically for commercials and in syncs. You could be a ghostwriter. You can, if you can write a song, you can write a script, you can write a movie. My wife is an amazing cook, so we also do our vegan fusion catering.
Both of you are vegan?
I'm plant-based. She calls it flexitarian, which means whatever feels right. Outside of pork, we don't do the pork.
Me neither.
Fuck that. But then I also run like my hip hop workshops, bro. Like that's outside of the music full time. I go around the city and I teach my hip hop workshop called the Village of Hip Hop. That's centered around songwriting, rap, creative expression, and poetry. I even teach it to adults too, like wherever I'm booked, honestly. And yeah, man, that's really what we do amongst other things, but mainly because you got merch and performing and touring and so on and so forth. But once you get into the writing, the gift of writing, you could split that branch up to so many different seeds, man. So we always work on having no limits. Like I'm the jack of all trades kind of dude.
I see.
That's gonna be me, because what they say, the saying was broken up. That's not the full saying. It said a jack of all trades is better than none, but a jack of all trades is better than one. That's I'd rather have, if I can do multiple things at a high level, I'd rather that than one thing.
I agree. Back to working smart and not hard. You feel like that early foundation that you built, like where you were going extremely hard in high school, helped you into now where you're still going extremely hard, but you're smart with the business and putting your energy into different ways and bringing everything together.
Absolutely, it's laid the foundation on how I can execute on music. I have a formula now. So I figured out, okay, not that it's a race every time, because granted, some records you gotta really marinate, but the spark, like I don't get creative block, because I know it's like I have an itch to want to create all the time. It doesn't go off. So I've just learned how to control that energy and formulate a formula for every song, so my process gets easier and easier and easier, to the point where you don't have to write anything down. You could just remember some lines in your head off of the first mumble and go, sometimes in the first take. So yeah, bro,
that answers one of the questions that I did have for you.
Okay.
I was gonna ask you like how you stay creative and how you foster that creativity.
I pull from real life. I pull from what I've gone through, how I feel, what's going on in the world. That way I always have something to talk about. And you got the standard emotions that songs speak on, like love and being heartbroken or feeling empowered. everything under the sun ain't new. We're just recycling everything. It's just like how creative can I get with what we have,
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? If I could spark something that hasn't been done in a while or hasn't been done yet, at least in our millennial or era, then that's great too.
Yeah. You don't always have to reinvent the wheel completely.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm not.
Yeah. I got a few this or that's for you.
Okay. Ooh.
So let's say R&B Najee or bars Najee for yourself.
See, that's great. What do you mean? Like
if you actually no, let's say what you prefer to listen to from yourself.
Wow, bro. I'm gonna say both.
Both? All right.
Nah, but all right. I'm not gonna. All right. I think at this point in time right now, I think I've heard a lot of rap.
Yeah.
Najee.
Yeah.
I've always done R&B Najee, but not to the level of consistent R&B music and just R&B music. So I'm gonna say, and plus is the not off-brand, but like the records that for whatever reason the people really rock with the records when I'm singing like crazy, singing more like that wow factor when I perform live and I'm singing. I start singing. It's a different reaction from the crowd from when I'm rapping. Maybe it's the oversaturation of rap, and not everyone's on that same wave. Hence why direct to consumer and finding my community is very important, because my community, if you listen to Najee Janey, you'll know that I can do many things, and it's not like how other people say they do many things. Like it's a progressive quality, and it matches the rap and makes you feel everything. So yeah, man, that's kind of like where I'm at with it.
I did want to say too, like when you switch flows or switch genres, it's unique because it doesn't sound like you're experimenting in a different genre. Like, it doesn't sound like you're visiting someone else's world. Like,
yeah,
it feels
man.
like your world for real.
Yes, bro. I play bass. I grew up on funk, Parliament Funkadelics. Like when we have Super Bowl parties, we have a Soul Train line. This is in my blood. I love James Brown. He's a Taurus like me. I love Donny Hathaway. I love Rick James. Like, I love real music. Yeah. The music that gets sampled today. Yeah. So I'm making the music that's gonna get sampled years from now. That'll outlast anything and anyone. Right. So yeah.
That goes back to the not going downtown and jerking and dancing.
That's
out of here.
Like, I want to make the music that they dance to, like homie said.
Favorite performance of yours and why?
I'm not gonna lie. I've been working on grace and having grace on myself, but when it comes to performing, I am a critic at what I do. So I measure my favorite performances on the least amount of critiques I had. So I would have to say, even though I messed up and I was pitchy, my performance at the Boston Calling last year, where we headlined Boston Calling last year,
2023,
was remarkable for me. Like, that showed me the power of my tongue and manifestation, because earlier that year, in 2022, when it happened, I was like, I'm gonna perform here one day. And the next year, we ended up getting a call and headlining, as well as getting a deal with Converse and being able to design my own shoe. And Yeah, it would have to be that show, bro.
Okay.
That performance, it was amazing, man. The crowd getting a chance to hear
That's a big stage.
the sounds, like the moment. It was a legendary historical moment for me, and to take all my friends in my band and people that I felt like I wanted to have at one of the biggest moments of my life there. It topped it.
Yeah.
And it made everything better. So I'm gonna say Boston Calling, bro.
Okay.
My Boston Calling performance.
And how did that Converse, that whole thing come about? Because I did see that.
Bro, I literally just got the email. No. One of the shout out to Cheryl. She DM'd me on Instagram.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say randomly, but I didn't know who she was at the time, and it just happened, bro.
Yeah.
It just happened. 2023, it just happened.
Now you got a one-on-one shoe?
A one-on-one shoe, yep. That whoever was able to get it while we had him, we got him.
That's dope.
But yes, a one-on-one shoe. The Janey Elementals.
That's dope. All right, for your home, right?
Mm-hmm.
You buying flowers or you buying plants?
Plants.
Plants.
Yeah.
What's the biggest difference between Najee Janey that we see here now and the Boys and Girls Club Najee Janey?
The Najee Janey then chose to not remember who he is, but the Najee Janey now won't forget who he is. That's the main difference.
Can you break that down for us?
Meaning, like, I was just living. Like, I wasn't really as aware of what was going on then. Like, I was just so keen. I'm not, like, I was aware of, history and shit like that, but I'm talking about self-growth, like introspection on who I am. Just like introspective wise, I wasn't as in tune with myself when I was younger.
Yeah.
Versus now.
Yeah.
So I have a different confidence level. I have a different knowing. I don't believe. Like, I know where I'm going, what I want out of life, what I'm gonna get out of life. Like, I know. So I'm not. Then he was believing. Now I know.
Yeah. I feel that. I mean, you definitely give off that vibe in the music. Just like, well, actually, both of y'all, you and your wife.
Oh, thank you.
Y'all gave us a whole radiation lesson and all that. For real, we got very holistic in here.
Yeah, man. Gotta be.
Yeah. So when would you say that you developed this versatility? Like, you started off rapping.
Yes, started rapping when I was like, I think I wrote my first rap when I was 11.
Okay.
But I started the versatility aspect when I was some of my first projects that I released on SoundCloud when I was using auto-tune. Like, I got certain records like Out the Box and Do No Sabes, like old shit, like when I was in high school releasing, where I started to utilize my voice differently. But as I got older professionally, when I started working with Sebastian, so I want to say like 2018, that's when I started to like use my voice in other ways. If you look at his project, I See You, You See Me, 2, I'm on like majority of the records, like Dirty Talk, I'm on it, you can hear me singing in there. 5%, his big single Time that I co-wrote, I'm on the background vocals with that. So yeah, 2018 really is when I started.
Yeah, but I'm assuming you were singing before that.
Yeah, I was singing before, but not like how I was like singing in 2018.
Yeah.
Like that.
Okay.
Like 2018, that's when I started to like control my voice a little more.
Yeah. And then being from Boston, how's it feel to like have your city, support you? And is this your third BMA, Boston Music Award
nomination? Yep. 2019 we got nominated for R&B Artist of the Year, and think like independent artists. Another one, I forget what it was. And then 2022 we got it for R&B Artist of the Year, and now it's R&B Artist of the Year. So three times like you said. I'm looking forward to. I'm just grateful. Grateful to be heard. For those that do rock with me, like, thank you. I love you. I appreciate you, and I want y'all to know that one of my jobs and responsibilities is to continuously share my gifts with y'all and to continuously feed y'all souls with what resonates with you. So yeah, I'm just grateful to be nominated, man, and it feels good.
Yeah.
It feels good to be acknowledged.
Yeah, I mean, rightfully so.
Mm-hmm.
So I heard about the way that you like to start your writing process.
Mm-hmm.
Would you say that you see music?
Yeah, I could say that. I could say when I hear music for the first time, if it's just like an instrumental and I'm listening, I see visuals of, like, it's almost like a movie. Like if you were to sit in a movie theater and see, without actors talking, just scenery and stuff like that. That's what it's like when I listen to music.
Yeah.
And from there, I just put the words to what I'm seeing. And most importantly, once I have that in mind, then my feelings kick in and emotions kick in to solidify that visual. Hence why certain songs you're able to really see, like you can see the whole situation. And others you gotta think and really listen to. But yeah, man, the ones that you really gotta think and listen to, I probably wasn't intending on you. I just wanted to get the shit out, whatever I was feeling. But the ones that I'm like, nah, yeah, I want you to. This is what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
You're gonna really see this.
Yeah.
Like Around the World on Break Free. Like I really felt, it was in COVID, so like I really felt like, man, I feeling trapped. Like we ain't nothing's happening right now. So if you hear Around the World, you'll see and feel why you a bird trying to fly away. Like,
yeah, that's what's up. So you write poetry too?
Realistically, rap, R&B, writing music is poetry, just without the music. I would say like 20% of the time I will just write. I'll write to just write without any music or anything, and you could view that as poetry.
Yeah.
But not as much as, I don't get the drive to, well, I don't look at poetry the same way and have the drive the same way as I do when I want to rap or when I want to make a song.
That makes
like
sense.
It's not like, oh, I want to make a poem right now. I don't have that. It doesn't happen like that.
Yeah. You like consume a lot
but
of
I
poetry?
started poetry first. That was the real first thing in like elementary school.
Okay.
Like getting hip to poetry like that came first.
Yeah.
But it's just an element that I gotta do more of. I gotta do more. I didn't mean to cut you off. What was you saying?
No, you good. I was just gonna say, I think, did it help you with your so I mean you answered it. I was gonna say, did it help you with your writing? But,
absolutely. Yeah. Rhyme scheme is all rap and R&B, country, all the genres is figuring out what rhyme scheme is, and poetry is rhyme scheme without no music. So it's like, yeah, man. I grew up watching some slams and hearing certain delivery, certain spoken word artists got crazy delivery and flow, and some of my favorite rappers have that same nature, and like I learned how to utilize that energy for my craft and my sound.
Yeah, I feel like a
Shout
lot
out
of
to the poets.
no, for real. I feel like that used to be a little bit bigger in rap. Like,
Yeah.
you used to see guys like
In the interludes doing more. Yup.
Yeah,
And Kanye.
going
Yup.
Kanye going to poetry slams,
Yeah.
getting on the mic and all that. Maybe I'm not hip to it, but I feel like I don't really see
No,
that
the Def
anymore.
Comedy Jam, definitely Kanye was doing that. DMX did
Yeah.
slipping on that for the first time.
Yeah.
Like, or no, the industry record. Yeah, it needs to happen more.
Yeah.
Sometimes in certain shows, like I'll do a little bedazzle of spoken word. Certain songs sound like spoken word joints, so it's just, so I
Yeah.
definitely represent that element wholeheartedly.
Yeah, keeping it alive.
Yeah.
Do you feel pressure from yourself, or I guess from others, but to ever go into a certain, like, make more songs in this genre or this genre? I'm asking in part because of one of the skits on your album too, when for the Not Your Love song.
Yeah.
Song and
the average consumer does. I get. It's almost like 50-50 from consumers.
Mhm.
They're like, yo, I love when you do that rap. Like, when you do the rap shit, like
Yeah.
Skeletor, when you in that bag, that
Yeah.
shit go crazy. But then, I have the other side, like the females, the women, and even the homies, like, they like, yo, but bro, this bag is different. Nobody can do it like this, the way you do it. So, I get both.
Yeah.
I get both, and that's what I want. Like,
Right.
I got a right and a left hand. I
Yeah.
got a right foot and a left foot. I could do both. Management wise, business wise, we want to go with what sticks out.
Okay.
And we want to go with what is the most attractive and stickiest to the people. So, like I was saying earlier, like, when I sing, it's a different ball game. That shit is sticking out. It's not.
Yeah. I mean, he said it himself during the performance.
Thank you, bro. Thank you, man. Thank you. So it's like, yeah, I'm gonna do me.
Yeah.
But
it's gonna work clearly.
well, you'll see.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good thing that
You gotta flow with it. Flow with it. Yeah.
At least nobody's like, nah, we don't really want to hear you rapping, or we don't.
I haven't gotten those. I'm sure there is out there. I don't care if it is. Great. But like I said, I'm not one of them people to put limits on what it is I can do.
So How High Kingdom.
Most High Kingdom.
Most High Kingdom. So you touched on it a little bit earlier with your cousins. So how did that start, and like who are?
So it started with me and my brother Gib DJ. We went to the same high school, Latin Academy, Boston Latin Academy. At the time, I was only getting beats on YouTube, and I was manifesting a producer or a place where I can record and like really lock in on the music. And the whole time, every single day, I was passing Gibby every morning. He would sit by the entrance, had no idea. And it wasn't until like one day I just like stopped. I'm like, yo, what's up, bro? Like, how you doing, man? I see you all the time, da 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 da. And then when I first started selling my mixtape in high school, the first day I had my mixtapes, I walk in the door and I bump into him. And he's like, yo, you make music? And I was like, yeah, bro, I make music, da 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 da. I gave him the tape and I didn't charge it for it. And I was like, yo, listen, let me know what you think. And then after that, like, he's like, I make beats. And then I started hearing the beats that he made, and then I was telling him, yo, we gotta take this to the Boys and Girls Club, bro. It's like, when I took him the first time, it was cool. We worked on the record. And he's like, yo, I got a microphone at my house, and like, we could record there. And once I started recording there, we did a whole project, and I'm like, this is crazy. Started playing it for my cousin Sean and Sean Wire, and yeah, man, like, then he got the music love bug like after that, and then introduced him to Gibby. And then my cousin Milkshaw Benedict, like, we always got it, like, we're family. So during certain football games on Sundays, he would come over. I'm just freestyling upstairs. So it just all intertwined, and we all just got acquainted with each other, and got projects with Gib out of high school, and just that's how I started out.
Yeah, just organically, like
organically.
That's dope.
In his attic, in his parents' crib. Yeah.
So y'all still all create music together?
Yep. We just got back from a creative retreat a couple weeks ago. Me, Milk, and Sean still go to Gib to record here and there. And there was more artists to Most High Kingdom too. It was me, Sean Wire, Milkside Benedict, Shy RZA, Cliff Camo, and Gib DJ.
Okay.
But yeah,
Word.
we still working on shit.
Wait, how many years has been then? It's like 10, going on 10 years then, right? That y'all been. No, that's more than 10 years.
Nah, wait. What has been more than 10 years?
Most High Kingdom.
Most High Kingdom, I would say, we probably started like 2017, 2017. I would say around there, 2017, 2016.
Yeah. Right.
Around that time, yep. So that's 8 years with them. Yeah.
Dope. Would you say that that you have a big ego?
What's a big ego to you?
I mean, I guess it is.
Define a big ego.
It is subjective, but like, if I think about someone that has a big ego, there's someone like, oh, nobody can tell me shit. What I say goes. Won't take criticism. Won't take, like, they can't, like, they just think they're the biggest thing.
Nah. If that's how you define a big ego, I don't think I'm the biggest thing, whatever that means. I definitely listen. I don't feel like I know, like I'm not a narcissist. I know what I know.
Yeah.
I think highly of myself. I know I can do what I can do. I think positive. I'm a speak on the realities I want to live. Like, I'm bodacious to that extent, but to the point where I'm only listening to myself and like just being toxic with it. Nah, I'm not like that. No.
I mean, that's good. I mean,
it might come off as.
You think so?
For certain people, for sure. Motherfuckers might think that like how I act is me egotistical. I don't know why.
Yeah, I mean, you seem.
I'm a nice guy.
Yeah,
like I just,
cool dude.
I'm just not with the bullshit. I'm not with all that shit.
Yeah. And
I'm comfortable in my skin.
Right.
So it just goes to show who you are.
Honestly though.
What you projecting.
Yeah. You see someone confident and you like, oh no, they got
ego. Yeah, you ain't confident in yourself? Yeah. Man, fuck that.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I think that ego is.
You need your ego. You need that cloak of sureness and confirmation and affirmation when nobody else is gonna give it to you.
Right.
Like, just use it to your benefit and to the benefit of the world and harm of none. Like, just
exactly.
Be harmonious with the shit.
Took the words out of my mouth. Like, you got to know what's for you, what's not for you, how to set boundaries. Like, some people might call that ego, but I mean, it's necessary.
It's necessary.
Yeah. So you're a married man.
Yeah.
Proud.
Living, happy.
Yeah.
Loving it.
Right.
It's great. Melanated love.
Yeah.
Do it.
Speak on, like, I don't know, I feel like I don't know many people that are, what are you, like 28 28? Yeah. Not many young people are out here married.
Yeah.
And a lot of people think that you can't be in love and make great music.
Oh yeah, man. Yes, when you got the right one, it make everything just makes sense. And when you're able to come together and create a vision for the both of y'all as a union.
Yeah.
Whatever has to happen in between, both parties have an understanding of what got to get done. So that's the case with my situation and my marriage, and it works smooth.
Yeah.
It's if we just be flowing,
Yeah.
making shit look easy.
Facts.
So,
Yeah. Helped you out with the with your lyrics earlier.
yeah,
Filled it in real fast.
yeah.
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 I'm like, that's love right there. Let me get married.
She
Now.
go hard, man. She's the best. My wife. I don't want to say wife because the etymology on that's crazy, but my universal cosmic life partner is really the one for me, and she gets my vision. She understands my mission, and she just want to play whatever role fits that as I do for whatever she got going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it's the best.
Yeah.
It's the best. I knew what it was. I know I wanted to have a family and be married growing up. So when I felt that, it's a certain feeling I felt that I've never felt before.
Yeah.
And I'm the type of person that if there's something that I feel I need, I will receive that. Some things I gotta work at harder, but it's for my betterment. Other things is gonna come quick and easy. But yeah.
If you got that one,
keep that one.
Keep that one. Exactly.
Sometimes it's 3. That's okay too.
Whatever works.
Whatever works.
So what would you say? So this platform is called Harmony, obviously, because the live performance aspect, but also like these conversations, we want them always to be like meaningful conversations that can help artists or just everyday people watching. But how would you say, because especially you have so many things going on, so many creative ventures, so many business ventures, so many, I'm sure you're getting pulled in all these different ways. How do you kind of ground yourself and stay harmonious within yourself when life gets crazy for you?
I've learned to have, that's a great question. I've learned to really have grace on myself and to remember, all we have is right now. Just take it a day at a time and keep the mindset of, if it's meant to be, it'll be. If I want a certain outcome and I put the right intention behind that, it will be. Like the power is in me. So I don't gotta force shit. I don't gotta wanna have anxiety, feel rushed or some shit. What the fuck am I? We got a clock. The Gregorian count, that shit, it ain't always. We just now using a different type of count. Like all our timing is off, anyways. I'm not finna. No.
Yeah.
So I've been learning as I got older to just take it easy, bro. Don't stress nothing out. This is an experience.
Yeah.
Experience it. Be righteous. You know what I'm saying? Like, do unto others as you would want to get done to you. Stand your ground. Outside of that, it's always good to constantly work on myself. I'm not trying to be perfect. I don't want to fucking be perfect, because then there's nothing to fucking grow. After being perfect, what's after perfect? You got death after that. And death is beautiful. You live on. Your energy can't die or be created. Like, I'm not tripping on that, but I'm just saying, I want to have things to work towards all the time. I want to recognize my flaws, recognize habits that aren't. We gotta keep that wheel going of getting better every day, and not trying to get like that stagnant energy. It's not good.
Yeah.
At least for me.
Yeah.
I know when I have but it's okay to sit still. You need time to sit still and debrief and do nothing sometimes, because empty spaces is still filled spaces. The areas where we see nothing, there's invisible atoms and molecules being put there together. So there's no such thing as empty space, but it's necessary.
Yeah.
So I like to do nothing sometimes. I'm long-winded. It's a long-winded answer, but I like to do nothing sometimes. I like to listen to classical music to keep me grounded. I like to be with my universal cosmic life partner, laugh, play card games. I'm a competitive person, so I like to compete at certain shit. Whether it's 2K, Uno, all type of shit. Like basketball. I'm the best mid-range shooter in this region.
Oh, I might have something to say about that.
I'm the best mid-range shooter in the region. At the corner, the key, right next to the free throw line. That wing.
You the best in this region. Best in
67%.
Yeah, that's specific.
I'll give you that every time. 67% for the midi.
All right.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll have to see.
60% of the time, 100% of the time.
No, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm not 100% at the midi, but my percentage during the game, I will give it 67.
67 is a very high percentage.
It is for the midi. I'm mid range. I know my strengths. The mid range is my strength. Yeah.
Got to play to your strengths.
Yep.
Take that into life too.
Exactly.
Actually, no. I do. Since off that question, when did you become like so? I don't even know what the word is. I guess I'd say like in tune with yourself.
When I was a freshman in college.
Yeah.
Because I had my time to live on campus, to be isolated from my parents, family. I went to Bridgewater, so we was in the woods. But I really had my eureka moments then. I understood my mission, and I got to really feel what it meant to want to live for something outside of myself. And that was to create music. And I got so many confirmations and affirmations on this being the path that I wanted to take, so that I should take. So it was my freshman year in college that really opened that gate for me.
And that was when you made that big decision to follow your dreams. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, Najee Janey, everybody.
Yeah, Najee Janey, man. Yeah, we here, Roxbury.
Yeah.
Roxbury. Shout out to Harmony. Shout out to Coco, man.
Yes, sir.
It was a great interview, great vibe, great ambiance.
Appreciate
It's
it.
a great feeling. Shout out to my man P. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We love the harmony. We love to be harmonious.
Always. That's always the goal.
You a Virgo?
No, I'm a Capricorn.
Capricorn?
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah. You got anything you want to plug or shout out?
Absolutely. Okay, so make sure if you want to hear a one-of-one project that can only be heard on one platform, that you click my Linktree link in my Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube. Click that link and buy my Break Free album. Okay, it's attached to this platform called even.biz, and it allows for you to place whatever value you feel the music is worth to you. Okay, and I really appreciate that, y'all. I got a whole bunch of music out on all other platforms. Make sure that if you want to see me perform, to just stay tuned to my social media accounts, because I do a lot of highlighting of upcoming events. You can also visit my website at najeejaney.world. We got merch on the way. We got novelty items on the way. We got a whole lot of art and creation on the way. So stay tuned for all of that. It's Najee Janey, Roxbury, forever. We love you.
And that's a good place to end.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
Thank you, bro.